Hola guys, I'm back. Let me intro this by saying I do have a haul and it's gonna come at the end, but I feel like chatting. I'm in a very talkative mood, so for those of you that don't like the chat of it all, I'll put a timestamp on here on when the actual haul starts. That is if my phone cooperates. Okay, couple things. If my eyes go crossed, it's because I'm trying to adjust to these glasses. They are not new. They're new in that they've never been worn, but they're not new. 2 years ago, however long ago, I got buy one get one free, and I'm glad I did because I have destroyed the ones I usually wear, and my contacts are no longer the correct prescription. So I was either going to be feeling my way around or pull these out, and I think I'm getting adjusted. I've had them on for like about an hour, and now when I move my eyes, everything moves with them. They were a little off to begin with, but I'm saying that to say if my eyes go cross, that's probably why, because I'm not 100% focused yet. But I mean, there's nothing majorly heavy or major I wanted to talk about. Just a couple of things. Give you guys an update on little dude for one, because y'all are so awesome. Worrying about him. His fever broke finally yesterday. Completely broke. Has not come back. All of the congestion and disgustingness that was happening has pretty much stopped. He stopped throwing up. His headache stopped. I mean, all of this within 24 hours, just like the doctor said, of the antibiotic shot that they gave him. The only thing he's still struggling with is he is tired. He did lose 2 pounds, and he's still not handling food well. He's not getting sick, but he doesn't have much of an appetite still, and he does get really, really tired. Today, I wanted to take him out, and even if all we were going to do was walk around in the park or take a walk around the block, that was the plan, just to give him some fresh air and to try and revitalize him a little bit. And it dropped to 50 friggin' degrees. So that was out. Went and dropped my mom off. And of course, because we dropped my mom off, we hit the Goodwill. Honestly, I don't go into thrift stores anymore with a plan of buying anything. It's just, I'm so used to going in and looking around that that's what we do. But we found stuff. But you guys, they had so many awesome things. I really almost went back to my old ways and just bought everything just because I liked it. But I did put back a lot of stuff. And sometimes it's easier to do than others, because like days like today, I don't know who the heck had been donating some of their stuff, but they had awesome stuff in the store today. But there were some things I couldn't resist, and I went ahead and grabbed that. And I also wanted to do some thrifting and just walking around, because I've been in a kind of funny headspace, just being stressed out about little dude and my having to take time off work to tend to him and to take care of him. And then my working late, the days I did go into work to try and buffer some of those hours. I'm just really drained and I'm really tired. And I wanted to burn off some nervous energy, because I have anxiety disorder and I tend to get real nervous. I can't sit still. So when I'm going through some things, I usually end up cleaning my house top to bottom, or finding myself into something. And I found myself into my washer. If you guys, if we're friends on Facebook, y'all know I tackled my washer and won, y'all. This is the second time I fixed my washer. The first time it was the little button that pushes down when you close the lid so the washing machine knows it can proceed to do things. That little lever broke, so I fixed that a couple years ago, me and Big Dude. And then about 2 years ago, y'all, 2 years ago, my washer wouldn't stop filling. It wouldn't stop filling. It flooded my kitchen horribly twice. So I just disconnected it and left it at that. I figured I'll just have to buy a new washer. No, I don't want to buy a new washer. Let me go ahead and just have somebody come out here and take a look at it, see if it's fixable. And I never got around to doing it. I am queen of procrastination. When it's something that I have an alternative for, I will just leave it sitting there. Like with the laundry, I can go to washateria or a laundromat. Where are y'all from? Do y'all say washateria or do y'all say laundromat? Because I say washateria to some people and they crack up. They're like, what? What is that? A laundromat. But to some people, a laundromat is a dry cleaners. And then to some people, a dry cleaner is a dry cleaner, a laundromat and washateria are one and the same. Y'all let me know what y'all say in y'all's neck of the woods. And while we're on that, y'all let me know what y'all call the grocery cart at the grocery store. Y'all call it a cart? Y'all call it a basket? Y'all call it a buggy? What do y'all call it? I'm curious. I want to know. I used to say buggy. Now I'll say cart. Let me get a basket. No, I say basket. Every now and then I'll say cart. I don't know. I guess I say it all. I don't say buggy though. But things that cross through my mind, guys. But anywho, the day he initially got sick on Monday, and by Wednesday he was way worse. So, I mean, that involved some deep down care from his pediatrician. He just was really, really bad. He had 104 temp, and he was actively puking everywhere. He was really bad on Wednesday, Thursday. He was really bad on Thursday because he was due to have gone back. And y'all can hear him, so he's better. He was due to have gone back to school on Thursday. And there was no way because it just peaked and it was horrible. So Thursday was my super nervous day. Got home, settled him down, put him down to sleep. And all I meant to do was go in there and sort laundry to try and do some this weekend. And before I knew it, I had the washer out. I had it pulled all apart. And I put my YouTube knowledge to it because I had been Googling what could the problem be. And it was one of two things. It was either an electric sensor that was gone bad that I could buy the part for really, really cheap and replace myself. But I'm not messing around with the electric because I don't want to electrocute myself or short everything out in my house. I don't mess around with electricity. Or it could have been something as simple as this little hose that goes to one of the little knobs on there could have just come loose. So I ripped it open like I remembered YouTube saying. Mind you, it took me 2 years to friggin' do it. Almost 2 years to do it. But I did it. I popped it open and I'm like, please be the little hose that's disconnected, because that looked like a really simple fix. All you do is stick it back in and you're good to go. Sure enough, as soon as I pull that panel up, there's the hose just dangling. I'm like, yes, it's just a little disconnected hose. So I connect the hose and I put down the panel and I connect it back into the wall and I turn it on, and it's been working like a gem. My friggin' washer is 16 years old. It's a Kenmore something or other, and it's lovely. It's lovely. It's working fine. You guys, I'm looking for stuff to wash, okay? Looking for stuff to wash. But I have had towels and baskets that I haven't used in about 2 years because I'm not going to wash all those towels. And because at one point I was a real towel junkie and a real blanket junkie and a real comforter junkie, I have surplus. So we always had plenty. And then I would wash weekly, so I'd use the same towels. But I finally got, and it's this stack of towels, guys, is probably to my hip, to my waist. It's that tall of towels that I hadn't washed because I didn't need to wash because I was just washing the same regular ones. God, in my brain, y'all, as I'm speaking, I'm like, this is so dull. Oh my goodness. But anywho, just felt like talking, just felt like chatting with y'all. So I've been washing everything, guys. Everything that was dirty in this house is now clean. Everything, pillowcases, sheets. I'm telling you, I was looking for things to wash. And the dryer is on now. I never had an issue with my dryer, but my dryer is on drying the last of my fluffy towels. So that's that. Also, I also today wanted to get out of my headspace because I was feeling some kind of way. My dad's mom passed away on the 25th, and I only found out yesterday via Facebook. Okay. Now, we never kept in touch because I loved my grandma. I loved my grandpa. We never blamed each other for what happened between my parents. Not my grandparents to us. They didn't hold any animosity or anything towards us because my mom and their son's relationship didn't work out. But as they got older, they moved in. Well, my grandma, because my grandpa died years ago. My grandma moved in with family that did have kind of whatever, y'all ain't nobody kind of vibe to them that I got the few times I did visit. So I always felt good around my grandmother, but I always felt out of place and kind of like an imposition with the rest of the family when we would go visit. So I saw her when my oldest was 2 years old. We went to the little town she lives in. She lived in San Diego, Texas. So we would, road trip down there, and she got to meet my oldest. And we stayed there a few days, not with her, but we stayed in a hotel, and then we would just visit her the days we were there. So she got to meet my oldest, and then I didn't see her again until 8 years later when my mom's mom died. They live in the same towns, they live in towns maybe half an hour away from each other. My dad's mom lived in San Diego, Texas, and my mom's mom lived in Alice, Texas. So it's not too far. But I didn't see my dad's mom until my mom's mom died in 2002. And I remember that I was so hurt watching my own mother and my uncles and aunts mourning their mother. And I promised my grandma, I was already an adult, I had kids. I promised my grandmother, my dad's mom, that I was going to keep in touch with her. And she said she would do the same. But we never did. People have that way of saying they're going to keep in touch, but you don't. And it's not that I didn't want to, and I'm sure it's not that she didn't want to. It's just life gets in the way. She had her life and I had my life, and it just didn't pan out that I'd jump in the car and drive for 8 hours to San Diego. And like I said, the family she was living with just never made us feel comfortable. So I found out on Facebook that she'd passed. She was 96 years old, still a lively little old lady. A lot of people in my family say that my personality is like hers. She was very goofy, loved to laugh, but could turn on you on a dime if you crossed her. A lot of people say personality-wise, I'm like her. And I would have liked to have found out for myself. I would have loved to have hung out with her because I see my kids with their grandma, and my grandmas lived far away. So I didn't get to see them every day. I didn't get to visit with them. I didn't get to get close to them. And it's a regret I have. But it sucks that I found out on Facebook because I had attempted to find family members throughout the years. I had attempted to find my dad, and I had found my dad a few times before, and I'd even gone to visit him. I had gone to visit him, and I decided no, it's not something I want to do anymore. As an adult, I gave it a shot, and the effort wasn't reciprocated, the interest wasn't reciprocated, so I just stopped. But every now and then, as a human being, knowing your dad is out there, I wanted to kind of reach out. And the last time I attempted to reach out, I knew that he still lived in the same house because family in Alice, and they still had contact with him. So I wrote a letter. It wasn't a pleading letter. It wasn't a mushy letter. It was just a letter, a hello and how are you and that kind of thing. And I mailed it off, and I never got a response. And I put my work phone number, my home number, my cell number, my address. I mean, it works both ways. I in the letter asked about one of my aunts there, and of course I asked about my grandmother. And if my dad didn't want to respond, okay, fine, but he could have given my address, phone number to somebody. You know, I didn't have their address. I couldn't write them. Um, I couldn't write to them directly. At this point, my grandma was living in an assisted living facility, and apparently, from what I heard, she was the belle of the ball. Um, so it just hurt my feelings. So I didn't pursue looking for that side of the family anymore. So I have some regrets, and that's just normal. But honestly, my feelings are hurt, and I was a little mad. I mean, I was a lot mad, but only for a minute because, like I said, I found out about it on Facebook. And as they're listing the survivors, they said one granddaughter. And they list the name of the granddaughter. And I'm wondering what the heck happened. Because, okay, fine. If after 45 friggin' years, you have, because I'm 45 years old, if after 45 years old, you all have forgotten about us or maybe don't know enough about us to put us in the obituary like granddaughters and how many children we have to add to the great grandchildren. Okay, I get it. After 45 years, okay, I get it. But she also had grandkids over there on that side of the family, and they only listed one. So I have no idea what happened. Why only one was mentioned, I'll probably never find out because, like I said, the few times I've tried to reach out, I get nothing. I even tried to reach out just like as far away as far away, as soon as currently as, oh my gosh, what is wrong with my brain? Not too long ago, I I was playing Facebook investigator. Okay, this is what. Hi Tina, if you're watching, this is what we were talking about earlier on Facebook. I was playing Facebook FBI. And I was trying to track down aunts and uncles and cousins and trying to link people together. And I came across the grandson of my aunt, the daughter of my grandmother who just passed. And he was just as terrible and whatever. I get it. You don't know who I am. I'm asking about your mom. But he just, even online, so he must, he must be kind of stinking real person because even online, I got a real whatever attitude from him. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm done. I'm not going to try and reach out. I specifically asked him if he was related to, yes, that's my grandmother. Oh, well, and I described who I was. I said who I was. And he's like, okay, yeah. I mean, that was his response. I'm like, oh, wow. Because it was not like he was a teenager, so I could expect that little flippant attitude. This is a 20-something-year-old man acting like a jerk. So I'm like, I asked him if his mom was on Facebook. He said, yeah. I'm like, well, do you think you could let her know that I'm looking for her? I gave him my number and he said, yeah. And then I asked for her number because my mom wanted to talk to her. That was her sister-in-law forever. And he stopped communicating. So I'm just like, whatever. And this was maybe 6-7 months ago. So whatever. I don't know what y'all's problem is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the water in San Diego, Texas. I don't know what's happening with the Perez clan down there. But yeah, no. But so I was in my head about that since last night, and like I said, the stress of little dude having been sick and me worrying about how I'm balancing my work hours at work and tired from staying up till 2 a.m. doing laundry. Oh, you scared me. You want to say hi? Don't wiggle nothing. You want to say hi? Let them know how you're feeling.
Hey.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. That shot in the booty worked? Yeah. Who's this? Oh, he's just wearing a Halloween costume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop scaring me. I'm old. You can't sneak up on me like that. He was under the table, guys. But anywho, I thought about making this video in the bathroom because y'all know when I want to talk about some grown folk stuff, I'll end up in the bathroom. But it's harmless, It's harmless. But anywho, yeah, so today I was just like over and done with it, and I was upset because it was cold, and we ended up out in the streets. I mean, we weren't even out very long because he did get tired. He got tired. But I was in a bad headspace, and I had nightmares all night too. So I was just ready to just, whoosh it away. Like, if you're Mexican, I was ready to get out the egg and rub it all over me. I was ready to go get some yerba buena and drink some tea out of it. I was ready to go out and get a branch and have somebody cleanse me from all the stress and everything that I have been experiencing. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, ask a Mexican. What branches do they get rubbed on? Curo de susto. When you've been frightened. The egg is for ojo, the evil eye. There's all kind of cures. And if that don't work, you'll get some spray and some Vicks Vaporub and you will be fine. So I was getting ready to Latino myself up to get rid of the funk. But then I said, no, let's just hit the streets and do what we do. So we hit the streets and did what we did. And here I am at 9:40. I thought it was later. Here I am at 9:40 p.m. on a Saturday, about to show you guys what I picked up. If after 20 minutes and 43 seconds, my phone doesn't shut down on me. So let me get into the haul. Went to Goodwill. That's the only place we went. Oh, and Target. Let me show you what I got at Target, because as soon as I upload this video, me and J-Lo have a date. Second act, I was supposed to watch it at the movies. Never happened. I don't know why. Me and my sister really like her. We were going to watch it together, and we never did. So I'm going to watch this, and I hope she doesn't get mad at me when she finds out. But I'm watching second act, and little dude got a Lego thing. A little Lego blind bag, and this really cool little dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, or this current dragon movie that's out. Okay, so let me hurry up and shut up. Well, not shut up, but hurry up. Okay. Thanks for listening. I know. It's not a thing for some of y'all, but for those of you that do listen, thank you guys. Okay. Found these for my glamour room. They're friggin' heavy. Hecho en Mexico. Pretty silver candlesticks. I can stick a candle directly in there, but I'm hoping, and I think I do have a little box full of the votive glass in the garage, because I'd like to attach some clear votive cups to it and drop the candle in there. So I thought these were pretty for my room, and they were $2.99 each, and usually I ain't gonna pay that for no candlestick, but I just really thought it was gonna work really good in there. This next thing I found is the most expensive thing that I found, but I'm like, I am not leaving this sucker behind. First of all, the Texas Rangers caught my eye. We got our butts whooped opening day, but that's okay. And then tonight, I already missed it. I missed it. Our Darvish was gonna play against us. Our ex-Ranger Darvish was going to play against us, and I didn't know if my soul could take that. But anyway, the whole Texas Ranger of it all caught my attention. Look at this thing. It was with the lamps, so I thought it was a lamp. It has a little plug and switch. I'm like, and little holes. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, little night light. But I don't really need it, because little dude is too big for a night light, and this is very masculine, and I don't decorate in Ranger stuff, but it is really cute. And I put it back, but then I was curious about it. So I opened it. It's a friggin' wax melt burner from Scentsy. I'm like, oh, hex no. I put it in my cart, and I said, I burn wax in little dude's room anyway. Now it'll work. You know what I mean? It's a little Texas Ranger cap. Now it'll work. He has some Dallas Cowboy stuff in there now. So we're going to dude it up and make it smell pretty. It's the most expensive thing, like I said, at $7.99, but I didn't even flinch, because this is easily $45 and $50 on Scentsy. At least it was. I don't know if they're still selling them, but they were $45, $50. I remember when they had the baseball and the NFL stuff. So I grabbed that sucker, and it better work. I get a 10-day take back if it doesn't. So found the Super Soaker. And what's so funny is we went to Target, and the same exact Super Soaker is $9.99 at Target, and we paid $3.99. Ooh, kitty here. We paid $3.99. Save a few bucks. I found another set of these clear Christmas bowls. I think I found 1 or 2 boxes months back. And it was $1.99, and I'm thinking of doing something a little different with our tree this year, so I'm trying to get crystal and glass balls. I mean crystal ornaments, which I already have, and more of those glass balls, so we'll see how that works out. This thing, too cute to leave behind. I have a really big giant one that I make caldo in. and pozole in. But sometimes a girl wants a stew, like my fish stew and stuff like that. And this is just the perfect size. And I only have one Dutch oven. I thought this was a really cute size. There's no nastiness on the inside because some of them end up kind of rusty and grody. This one is perfectly legit on the inside. And it was $3.99. There wasn't a sticker on it, so I thought it was going to be like $5.99 or whatever. But no, it was $3.99, so I grabbed that. I found these, and I wasn't going to buy any more mugs because I don't need them, but I'm going to swap out from some of the ones that are starting to get chipped that me and my mom use around here. They're starting to get chipped. But I could not resist the purple of it all. Y'all know me in purple. So these are going to replace the ones I am getting rid of. So I got those for us. And then this I just loved. And oops, honestly, this reminded me of my grandma who just passed because she collected earthenware. And I thought it was pretty, and then I thought it was fitting because I was feeling all guilty and stuff, and I had been praying. Yes, baby? Oh, you want to show him what you got? That's the little dragon he got. Isn't that cool? Very nice. Where's the second one it came with? And that's a good price.
It's right there.
It's a good price. It's $4.99 for a twofer. You get a little character dragon and then a surprise dragon. And this one was a surprise one. So I think that's pretty cool because just one of them cost $3.99. So if you can get two for $4.99, I thought that was cool. But anywho, talking about my grandma, I had been feeling like I was feeling and feeling guilty that I hadn't kept my promise to her, and just feeling. I explained the situation to y'all. I was feeling some kind of way, and then I see earthenware and it's in perfect condition. I'm like, maybe that's my grandma's way of saying, girl, chill out. We're straight. It's okay. It's okay. Look. Beautimous. Not one stinking chip on it. Beautiful on the inside. Gorgeous. And it was only $3.99. So that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's everything that I picked up. So a lot of kitchen stuff. Little things that I know I will use. Like the wax melt's gonna be used immediately. This is gonna be used soon. Everything that I know I'm gonna start using now or will use very, very soon. The only other thing I have to show you guys is my Ipsy. If y'all want to see that, girl, dude, whoever is watching, I am not impressed. I liked the bag this go around. It was really cute, and off she went to change the world. Isn't that sweet? I liked the bag. I liked the rose gold. Very pretty. But the stuff inside, some coconut skin smooth priming moisturizer. Y'all know me and my allergies. I don't know if I can use this crap. Ipsy, I've told y'all, stop sending me this stuff. Some Yensa Color Plus Face Skin on Skin BC Foundation. Full coverage foundation. It says full coverage. I already tried a little sploosh. It's the most wateriest thing. There's no way this is going to cover my sins. And again, my allergies. I got a cute little brush, and I usually love getting brushes, but I swear I got this one already. Oh, I can't even open it. Probably won't, but I think I've gotten this one. I'm pretty sure I have this one. I love the glitter detail in it, but I think I have it. The theme was it's National Women's History Month. Now, these were okay. I got a Morphe bronzer. You guys, when I play around makeup, I'm still trying to learn how to contour without looking like a muddy mess, and y'all want to send me some friggin' bronzer? What do I know about bronzer? And look at this color. I don't know about this, but I like Morphe the brand. Their eyeshadows are nice, so maybe I can find somebody that knows what the heck they're doing with bronzer. Now this I really liked, honestly. So the only thing that I was really impressed with this go around was the bag itself. Really pretty. And this beautiful, beautiful little highlight from the brand Estate. And it's called Dew Me. Dew, like D-E-W, like dew on flowers in the morning. And it's this beautiful light pink little highlight. So pretty. So pretty. But yeah, Ipsy did me wrong, y'all. But that's it. It's everything I have. I've already told y'all what I've been up to. My house smells like Downy. No, I'm not even gonna say Downy. My house smells like Suavitel. What do you guys use? Here's another question. Suavitel, Snuggle, or Downy? For my fabric softener users, what do y'all use? Dryer sheets. Do y'all use Bounce? Do y'all use Suavitel? Do y'all use Snuggle? Do y'all use, what is the other one? Gain. Gain has some nice ones now. What do y'all use? Let me know. Okay, thanks for watching. You want to say goodnight, love? He didn't say anything. Here he comes. Oh, you sound like yourself. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Anywho, I'm gonna go around. Thank you guys for listening for 20 some minutes, I think. But girls sometimes just need to talk. But to my next go around, I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, and I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, unless I surprise y'all again. But thanks for watching, and I love y'all bunches. Bye. Bye bye. My non-fever baby.